I first started receiving assistance from the Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank when I arrived from Mexico with my mother and my siblings. Life was not easy in Mexico or in the United States, but I believe that will help. You can build resilience through determination, hope, and purpose, no matter how hard life treats you.
Las situaciones como el banco de
The
comida
food bank
siempre
has
ha
always
estado
been there for me
ahí,
since I was
siempre
14 years
como
old.
desde mis-
They have never let us
desde
down
que tenía
throughout all my
14
very
años,
difficult
no
situations.
pensaban,
And sometimes when I did not have any hope, the food bank always provided me support. Starting at the age of 12, I had to help my mother at her job. I woke up every day at 3 a.m. and walked an hour and a half to the place where my mother and I prepare gorditas, a favorite Mexican dish. No matter how exhausted I was, though, I still attended school during the afternoons. My siblings and I had to stay at home unattended most of the day. At just 12 years old, I was sexually abused by more than one uncle. No matter how hard I tried to protect myself and my siblings, in the end, all of us were victims of abuse from the same relatives. My memories overwhelmed me, and years later, I attempted to take my own life for the first time. This event was a watershed in my life, and also for the rest of my family. My mother finally made the decision to keep our family safe, so we decided to leave Mexico.
En 2018 hubo una restricción, o sea que no había tampoco trabajo, no había comida, o sea,
We
fueron
arrived here
tiempos muy
in the midst
difíciles
of the
para mi
2008
familia,
recession,
pero
so
el banco
there
de
weren't many
comida
jobs.
nunca nos dejó. Cada semana
There were difficult
éramos-
times for me and my
estábamos
family.
ahí,
However, the
con-
Issaquah Food Bank never let us down.
Era como comprar comida, aunque era gratis.
And every week we used to go there, and we had the sensation of going to a grocery store for getting food, but for free. I remember going there to get food and clothes at the same time. We received all of our clothes from there, which helped us to be able to attend school. One day, while walking home from school, someone forced me into his car, and I was horrified to be a victim of sexual abuse again. The shock was devastating. Becoming again a rape victim at the age of 16 felt like hopelessness, and the few moments of stability that I had enjoyed were completely vanished. A severe depression came over me, and again I attempted to take my life. Fortunately, members of the Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank put me in contact with a center where I could receive therapy at no cost. Over time, I found the courage to keep moving forward with life. I met a nice gentleman, married, and dedicated myself to raising my two precious daughters, now 8 and 10 years old. From that moment of becoming a mother, I felt a resilience come over me. I put aside my anger and frustration of childhood injustice and focus only on being a good mother. I want to provide for my daughters the safety and comfort that I never had. At the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, my husband lost his job, causing all the security and stability that my husband and I had achieved to quickly slip away. Soon, we did not have the resources to pay our rent. We knew that they were prohibiting evictions during the pandemic, but we wanted to be honest and upright. And we left our home that we could no longer afford. We had no choice but to live in our car. This lasted for 3 long months, until a family offered us a storage unit to live in. It was the middle of the winter, and extremely hard with 2 small girls. But we managed to live that way for a year and a half. The wonderful staff and volunteers of the Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank learned about our situation, and they connected me with a team at the city of Issaquah. They helped me to complete the forms and petitions, which gave me and my family the opportunity to access a rental home. Since 2021, me, my husband, and my 2 girls have been enjoying the stability of our own safe place. I feel like I am living the best moments of my life. Everything feels like a miracle. The Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank played a big part in my journey. Many things could have been different if it weren't for the support of all the people who helped us. It gave us the chance to start a new life. The Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank is more than just a place that provides food and clothes. It's a place of hope, faith, and love for everyone.
Es muy generoso por también los voluntarios que están ahí en el banco de
The help
haciendo
provided is
posible todo
very
esto.
generous. The staff and volunteering that makes all of this possible, it's something wonderful to me. So I thank them and God that made all this help possible. Thank you, dear friends. Gracias, amigos.